It's Sunday morning, and every decent man and woman is listening to Test Miles with Nick Miles on FM News 101 KXL. Buckle in.
It's Sunday morning. Time to talk cars for the next 60 minutes on your weekly automotive experience. I'm Nick Miles, and you're listening to America's automotive radio show, keeping you connected to the automotive world. Locally created, nationally celebrated. Happy Mother's Day, by the way, out there to every mother. We've all got them. You may not be one, but there's a joke right there. Brad Boyer, keep your mouth completely closed. We all have one, but we are necessarily not necessarily all mothers. I made a serious purchase yesterday. I bought a vehicle. Everyone's shaking their head.
I'm jealous.
I have a brand new Harley Davidson Street 750, and I wasn't necessarily convinced that I wanted a Harley. There's a lot of things about Harley riders that weren't who I am, and what ended up happening was Aaron from Latest sent me this peak movie clip of Captain America riding this Harley Davidson, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm sold. Like,
he knows you're British, right?
Yeah, but I am Captain Anglo America. That's and so what? And I mean, I look very much like him, right? Anyway, we'll move on.
Before, absolutely.
Yeah. And so I had to buy it. I just had to buy this, and they cut me a great deal. And I had to end up buying the whole thing. So it ended up being now I'm riding this. It's a little scary, by the way.
Did they make it print size for you?
Print size?
You know, for Purple Rain, they made a tiny little bike that made it look full size for him.
No, actually, there's no alterations done. They told me to ride it for 1,000 miles and do that. All right, let's talk about cars I've been driving. Audi A4. Traffic jam assist is one of the things that this car has, which is great because it gets you outside of the traffic jam problems. Heads-up display, 3-zone climate control, and loads of tech on it. In fact, the Audi Q7, which is their largest SUV, it has the whole sort of dash that's the same as that, almost identical to the Audi A3, which is great. Also, there has the 2.4-liter 4-cylinder, 252 horsepower, rear or all-wheel drive. It comes with that 7-speed S-tronic dual-clutch transmission. And get up to 33 miles a gallon. Really impressed with this car, by the way. Seeing them on lots, it's going to be a big and fast seller for them. A premium plus version, and an all-wheel drive platinum. The virtual cockpit, probably my best part of the car, and $39,000. I'm telling you, if I'm in the market for this car, it's going to be hard for me to ignore it because I enjoy it so much. So that's the first car I've been driving. Oh, by the way, what's on the show today? I should probably talk about that too. Tell you what you've got coming up. I missed that part of the show, which is the most important. What do we have on Test Miles today? We have Brian Socha's going to be here. He's going to talk about Certified Automotive Repairs Family Service Day. We'll do that in just a second. We're going to be talking to Mark Scholes, who is into updaters on cars and coffee. Paul Henry is here. We're going to talk about Vespa and their 70th anniversary edition, and Jeff Zerschmid's just been test driving the new Honda Ridgeline. Also, we're going to do a little Mother's Day stuff for you. If you are let's say, a person of not efficiency, I'm trying to find a way of saying this without making people feel bad. If you're a loser and you didn't get your mother a Mother's Day gift, we might be able to save your backside today on the show. Yeah, I said it. Look at that. We have a plan for you. You could rush out and get your Mother's Day something really great. Your mother something really great. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Family Service Day. Why do you want to service your vehicle? That's probably one of the first things. If you don't service your vehicle, you shorten the life of it. You shorten the fuel economy. It gets worse. You do things like cause yourself some safety issues. But not all Americans can actually afford to service their vehicles. In fact, 47% of people don't service their vehicles on time. And another 47 million Americans are living on the poverty line, which means that they can't afford to do it. So Brian and his team down at Certified Automotive Repair decided to do something about that and to try and help Americans who can't afford to service their vehicles. They have something called Family Service Day. Brian is in studio with us. Good morning. Brian, tell us what Family Service Day is and how you can help the people that can't help themselves.
Morning, Nick. Thanks for having me on. So Family Service Day, basically what we do is service, we try to service about 15 families, and we're teamed up with families from Habitat for Humanity and families also from North Willamette Valley Head Start program. And what they do is they call in, and there's no requirements. Basically, it's just people that need a hand up with services. What we do is fluid services, oil change, full vehicle inspection. It's really just an educational clinic. And every now and then we'll have a vehicle come in, 2 to 3 vehicles during that day where they come in with brakes, or, we really try hard to service those cars and get them back on the road safely.
So they come in with bad brakes?
Yeah, brakes or suspension parts, but...
And so this costs them nothing?
Absolutely nothing.
So 15 families in one day, your team donate their time, you donate your time, you get donated parts, and you basically try and help people keep their cars on the road safely so they don't have to miss work, be a danger to themselves or to other people. And they also try you try very hard to do as much as you can within that hour. I mean, I have been there. I've been down there and seen how hard you guys work on that day. I know you work hard every day, but you work extra hard that day, trying to service as many cars as possible. The only real requirement is that we call you and make an appointment to do that, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Now, so who just tell us where they need to call. If you're not going to get the phone number right now, make sure you grab a pad and a pencil, because we'll give it at the end of the segment as well. How do they call and make an appointment? Because you have 15 people you can take in a day. So what number do they call to get themselves a reservation?
So our phone number down there is 503-399-2149. They can find us on the web at www.carsalem.com.
And this is on 28th in Salem. So you'd have to be in the local area, or at least go down to Salem to make sure that you could get the car serviced.
Right.
And you're finding that you often get overbooked, right?
We do, and we try to go ahead and save those names and numbers for the next one, because we usually do this sometimes 2 to 3 times a year. So.
All right. So how many spaces you got now? You got all 15, or you already got some people filled up in those spaces?
No, we're actually not quite half full at the moment.
So we still have about 7 or 8 spaces open?
That's correct, yeah.
All right. So the opportunity is now for 7 or 8 listeners who can't afford. Please make sure you can't afford to have your car done. This isn't just a freebie off the back of trying to save some money. This is for people who really are not going to have their car serviced unless they do it with Car Salem and Certified Automotive Repair. And then at that point, what happens when it's going to take longer than an hour?
Well, that's sometimes what we're up against is each guest is only allotted an hour. So that's why we really ask that this is really meant to be an educational clinic. And we do an oil change, tire rotations, very basic stuff. But like I said, if a car comes in and the brakes are on metal or something's unsafe, we try to address that when it's there, and we don't let the car go back out on the road. So
you do your best, but you can't fix the whole world's problems.
We really can't
right?
promise everything, but we do our best.
I know
yes.
you've gone over and aboard, and you'll try and help somebody financially too. Like you say, any new brake pads or whatever, you do the best you can to find them the least expensive, and all those fluids you're getting donated too.
That's correct. We actually pay for the parts. The fluids we get donated, but it's something that all the guys believe in. We believe in, and it's just a way to give back to our local community. Who's
helping you? Because you do this. I know Habitat for Humanity, you're one of your partners. You said you have a new partner as well this year, which was?
Well, North Willamette Valley Head Start. We have a couple people right now, so but we try to leave it available spaces for the nonprofit organizations. But being there's only a week to go, we've opened it up to
whoever needs it.
Whoever needs a hand
and
up.
you've had people donate oil and things like that in the past, haven't you?
Yeah.
Too. So if anybody, you have a supplier and you want to donate parts, I mean, you guys are happy to take those parts if they fit the rate and the needs for those.
We've even had customers pull in and donate money to the cause, which is pretty cool. So.
Right. And there, I mean, 47 million people in America are on the poverty line. That's not just people who can't afford a big screen TV. That's people who can't feed themselves. And so going to work every day and getting your kids to school every day is just an absolute necessity. And so to keep those cars on the road safely doesn't only help those individuals feed their families, doesn't only help those individuals educate their families, but it kind of keeps us safe too, because if there's an unsafe car on the road, it can't stop in time. There could be other people that get hurt and get injured.
Yeah, it's actually a very common thing. You'd be really surprised how many cars are out there that are driving on the road unsafely.
I have never told you this, Brian, but this is one of the proudest things. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you guys down there for doing that. It's just an amazing thing to do for somebody, to take out your day, one of your days, and do this for everybody. When is it? When is the date? And give us the phone number again. So remember, if you didn't get it the first time, write it down now. So the date that you're going to do this is?
So next Saturday, the 14th, we're doing it from 9 to 1. And our address is 2880 22nd Street Southeast in Salem. Our phone number, 503-399-2149. Excellent,
Brian. Thank you so much. And we'll try and post that information on the website so at least people can get it. And do get in touch with us. Let us know if it fills up. I mean, there's 7 spaces right now. I bet your phone down there is ringing off the hook. And the first 7 people that leave messages, I'm sure you'll be able to do that. All right, if you managed to not get a Mother's Day gift and you were a sad individual, I luckily did it. I did it last night, so I don't count in there. Ryan's here from Afterglow, and he's gonna try and help save your backside. Ryan, how are you gonna save somebody's backside who forgot Mother's Day?
Well, if you're just like me and forgot to buy a present for your mother, I have a deal where we are giving away 1 free detail to a lucky mother in the Portland area. All you have to do is go on to Afterglow Details on Facebook and like our page. And tonight I'm going to post on the Facebook page who wins for Mother's Day.
All right, so get my microphone back here. So if you are out there and you want to give your mom a detail for her car this evening when you see her, it's Afterglow Details, and it's a Facebook page. So go to Facebook, Afterglow Details, and you will detail somebody's car. How much money is this worth?
This is worth up to $250 if it's super dirty. I mean, I'll do a really dirty car if she deserves it.
Oh, no, that's different.
No.
Every mother deserves it. Every mother deserves having their dirty car cleaned. All right. Well, there you go. So Afterglow Detail on Facebook, and go like it, and you can have the opportunity. We're going to post it right now. So you are ahead of the game with that one. All right. When we get back, we've got loads more stuff coming up on Test Miles, by the way. Pretty packed show as of every Sunday morning. We're going to do some car reviews. Don't forget to, by the way, watch us on all of your social media. We're streaming live with cameras and stuff right now. Still to come, we're going to talk to Vespa, we're going to talk Ridgeline, we're going to talk cars and coffee, we're going to talk things that have gasoline and throttles and fun, and we're going to hear from the boys what they've been driving this week. That's coming up on Test Miles. I'm Nick Miles.